that can help us transition into the water. I'm definitely going to mispronounce. I want to say Kangen.
Kangen.
Okay. Can we talk about that? Because as you came in downstairs, I'm like, oh my God, and this is not some sort of like, we're here to promote it. It's a coincidence. I was in the market to buy kind of a charcoal filtered system. They're not expensive, maybe a couple thousand baht. And my friend got me hooked on those. I used to have one and then lost it through all the many moves. Because the water bottles that we're getting from the 7-Eleven, those water bottles, whether they're the 2 liter or the big 4 liters, at a certain point, whatever factory it's coming from, it sits in the sun.
Correct.
So even though you're purchasing it maybe refrigerated inside the 7-Eleven, I guarantee you it's probably been exposed to heat for at least 24 to 48 hours within its like lifetime getting to its shelf. Can you talk about the issues with the microplastics and how does this water solve that problem?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just on this journey. I just started this water journey. I've been hearing about this machine for 5 years and it just keeps coming up. All the biohack. I mean, everybody's talking about how terrible tap water is for you and how the microplastics are now leading towards hormone disruption, weight gain, metabolic issues, immune system issues. So there's more research coming out about it. So I heard about this company. I decided to buy it because I'm in the health space and I was like, I want the best water for me and I want to be able to recommend something to my clients. And I don't like recommending things unless I've tried it and tested it and I love it. So got the machine. This will take care of all the hundreds of bottles of water that you and I drink every day. I mean, every month. If you and I are supposed to be drinking at least 3 liters, right? That's 2 bottles per day times month after month. We are going through a ton of bottles. And like you said, they are sitting in baking rooms, just absorbing all of that heat. So it can't be good. So what my goal to do is to have these BPA-free 5-liter bags. I'm also going to be distributing it in 19-liter jugs. So easy refill. And I'm excited to see like the testimonials because this is some of the most hydrating water you can find. It hits your body on a cellular level. So the other problem here in Thailand is that we have reverse osmosis water, and then there's the option to buy mineral water. The reverse osmosis water doesn't do anything for you unless you're putting actual salts and minerals inside of it, but most people aren't. So I just heard another story of one of my good friends, big bodybuilder, takes care of himself, drinks a ton of water. He got sent to the hospital a couple weeks ago with heart palpitations. He started feeling funny. They diagnosed him as severely dehydrated. So there is a big thing that you have to be able to either drink the mineral water from 7-Eleven or sprinkle in electrolytes. This water, because of the ionizer, it makes the water so that it's like alive. So when you pour it out of the tap, it's actually like you see all these bubbles inside of it and stuff, and it truly hits your cells on a different level.
Does it have all the minerals that you would still get from like well water? Because I grew up in Canada. Yeah. I grew up on a well. So as I moved to Asia, I just noticed because water is 70% of our body weight. So we all focus on food, but I've honestly, for the past 20 years, I've thought there must be something behind water. Probably it isn't just the food, and probably water is actually the answer. So the question more is like our well water versus this, and I know you're new to this, so I don't want to get into the science too deep. What are your thoughts on that?
So the well and the tap water here is filthy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I've been brushing my teeth with my tap water for 8 years, and I've been totally fine. Hopefully. But we put on a 6-step filtration system. So it is from our tap, but it goes through a filtration system and then it comes out of the Kangen machine. Whereas if you had a machine in the States, you'd just be able to hook it up to your tap and it should filter it through. I always say better safe than sorry. I also buy fabulous electrolytes. And so I'm putting extra electrolytes. It'd be great to get some trace minerals, but this water is super clean and ultra hydrating. So I think for the water that we can get here in Thailand, it's the best.
Could that be the next step to like really turn this, into like, I don't want to say steroid water, but meaning like we get this water, and I'm just like more thinking off the top of my head, if you're to have this water and then adding in minerals to it, is 100%. That possible?
Oh my God, that would be like
how
VIP
could you do that?
Of water.
Like for example, like, okay, we can take our vitamin C, our zinc. There's certain minerals in water that I can't even think of off the top of my head from the well. What are those minerals? Are we able to get them in powdered format to add them into our water? Is that the next step for like biohacking?
I think they're already trying to do that. Yeah, the trace minerals. I mean, the very least you can sprinkle in some Celtic salt or some Himalayan salt just so that your body can absorb it. Because when you're drinking reverse osmosis water with nothing in it, it is literally being held subcutaneously. It's like, it's not even, it's just going straight through you. So when I have clients say that they wake up and they're going to the toilet in the middle of the night multiple times, I'm like, well, your body is not taking it in. And if you think about training, right? If your blood is really thick because you are dehydrated, you're going to be a lot slower than if those cells were nice and open and hydrated from good water. So I definitely think it's on the next.
Yeah, I read into this again. This information, it's like you see it one year and then you forget about it, and then something comes up and you see it again. And I noticed that when I'm working at my desk, I'll drink 3 liters a day, but I'm constantly going to the bathroom. I'm just constantly taking a piss.
Yep. And how annoying is that?
And it's so annoying because you get into a task and then your brain tricks you. You're like, I think your brain is like, fuck this task, you have to take a piss, and you don't really.
And then you pass by the kitchen, and then you grab a snack on the way to the kitchen, and then you come back to your desk, and now you're.
And then you see the couch, you're like, well, yeah, maybe I'll eat the snack there.
Yep.
And then so this can happen. So by getting clean water and hydrating yourself, you might become more efficient at your day job.
Everything is going to improve. Your gut health will improve, your training, your sleep, your skin. I hear a lot of cancer patients that will only be drinking this water because they can feel the difference from it. So I'm excited to start down this journey. Like I said, it's just been a couple weeks, hearing people's testimonials and their stories about how it's going to benefit them.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.